Part 2 of this task is pitch, and we're going to move these green blocks up and down to change the notes that are being played. Now, you should have a paper handout, but if you're doing this at home, or if you prefer to have it on your screen, go to assignment brief at the bottom of your screen and attachments, download the Darth Vader theme, and mine pops up here as a download, but I can open it in this window, and here it is. Okay, and we're just looking at the melody line. So we're looking at G, 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 E flat, B flat, G, E flat, B flat, G. And then you're going to do bars 3 and 4 independently. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is rotate your sheet round so that your notes are on their side. Now, this seems like a strange thing to tell you to do, but actually when we're looking at this diagram of a piano keyboard, you're going to use this to find your notes in BandLab, and that's because the piano is on its side. Okay, so when we're finding a G, here's G, we need to have a look for the pitch G on here, and it is one of the white notes, and it's in between these 3 black notes but the bottom of the 2. So you've got to use this diagram almost like a map to try and find those pitches. Back into BandLab then, here's 3 black notes, and this one is a G. Okay, so I'm going to take my first notes. Let's make sure I'm at the beginning first of all. There we go. So it says bar 1 at the top. And can you see how they highlight when I move the green block? Right, so I can check visually as well as by ear what note I'm on. Now the first 3 notes are crotchet G. Okay, and then if I go back in here, I need to find E flat and then B flat. Now here's E, but if you remember on a previous lesson we said that E flat is the black note to the left of E, so that flats bring the pitch down by a half step, a semitone. Okay, so we're going to look for a pair of black notes, and we need the top black note, and that would be here. Okay, so I've got 2 black notes and it's that pair of black notes. So I'm going to click on here, and I've got to be really careful I don't move these green blocks left and right and change the rhythm, because that wouldn't be helpful to what we're trying to achieve. Now that is, there we go. And now we need to find B flat. There we go, there's B flat. So again, we look for B, and the black note is to the left of the white B note, and there it is labelled there, B flat. So back into BandLab, I need to find 3 black notes, and it's the top one of the group, which is here. And it's nearly there, but it's not quite there. Okay, and you might start noticing actually these dark grey and light grey lines in the MIDI editor window relate to the white and the black keys over here. So the light grey lines are the white notes and the dark grey lines are the black notes. Now if I play from the beginning, it's starting to sound right, isn't it? Let's do bar 2. So I need G at the beginning of bar 2. Here's the beginning of bar 2. Move my playhead. And we know that G was our first note, so I just need to find the same row as this. There we go. And then we've got that lovely E flat, B flat dotted rhythm again. So that's a repetition of this. So I'm looking for the same notes. Okay. And the last note, let me just check, is a G. So I've just moved that onto the same line. So if I zoom out, so the whole thing's on there, look. You've got G, 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 E flat, B flat, G, E flat, B flat, G. There you go. And we did say that the rhythm for bars 3 and 4 is exactly the same, but the pitch is different. And if we just have a quick look at this the right way round, you need to then pay attention to this ladder. And if this crotchet is higher on the ladder than this G, then that means that you should be using the D above G and not the D below G, because the melody moves up. So that's a bit of self-checking for you. But that's all there is to it. Off you go.